guys, so welcome to the next one of the series of our ASV Member podcast on a budget, okay? Today, I welcome Team Boyle, literally Team Boyle, the whole family's here, okay? So we've got Nick, we've got Gemma, and we've got Youngo in there, who's just off the camera being shy, alright, okay?
Come on, mate.
So guys, ASV, yeah, so let's take it back a little bit. What made you want to first start joining a gym? What was it what you wanted to join a gym?
Well, we were members of other gyms, but Owen came and started doing the hockey here, and
Yep.
we were just like, well, while Owen was doing the hockey, we could be in here on a Sunday or on a different night, you know,
Yeah.
doing things. So we had a look around and we liked it. I joined first and then you joined about a week later, and it just ticked all the boxes because I did quite a lot of MetaFit at the time, and I
Yeah.
wanted to go somewhere that did MetaFit.
Yeah.
And just, it's you're in and out, and it just fit, the times of the classes fitted around us as a family.
Perfect, yeah. I kept walking past looking in and thinking,
Yeah.
that looks alright.
And that's one of the things what we tried to do, that kind of utopian moment where, you know, the kid doing sport somewhere, whether it be kickboxing, hockey, football,
Yeah.
and parents and everything, rather than standing outside freezing cold on a Friday night watching hockey, you know what's coming here, do your half an hour, 40 minutes, and go out there and see the last 10 minutes. That's perfect, you know what I mean? So you've been here 2 years now, do you know that, 2 years? Yeah, I just checked, it's 2 years you've been here,
That's
yeah.
mad.
2 years and 1 year nearly full of COVID.
Yeah.
So talk to me about, like, you joined the gym. What was your regime pre-COVID? Let's forget COVID at the moment. What did it consist of pre-COVID?
Monday night MetaFit.
Yeah.
Tuesday core slider if I
Yeah.
got here on time.
Yeah.
Then it would be well, hit step probably
Yeah.
2 or 3 times, and then Saturday mornings Owen and I'd come and do family hit step,
Yeah.
and Nick would come in here and like just go on a bike on his own.
So, sounds like antisocial then, doesn't it? You're on a bike on your own.
So yeah, I did maybe a spin or a circuit around the weights.
Yeah.
If there was a class, I'd do the spin class, but mainly I'd come in here and
Yeah.
go in there, get on the bike and do a zone match or
Yeah.
some form of spin. That's what I'd do. So.
Did you have Mizo when you first came in, or did you get Mizo once you was here?
No.
No, and I was like, no, I don't need it. I know if I feel like I'm going to be sick in MetaFit or hit step, I know I'm going all right, it's fine. You got the My Zone belt first, didn't you? You got it around the Easter time,
Yeah.
and then you kept saying to me, get one, get one.
Yeah, it completely changed my workouts because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get the induction and stuff, but in terms of exercise, I wasn't really confident of doing the right thing. As soon as I got the My Zone and then matched that with the zone match, and you could actually physically see it, it just completely changed.
Yeah. And I think for yourself there, because you was doing the spins, obviously, you know, the spins are very heavily Myzone focused, do you know what I mean? Especially when you do some of my rides there, it is right, you're going to get that green, that progressive warm up in 10 yellows, that red, then bring it back down again, and I think kind of that enhanced that workout straight away for you, and then you managed to carry on doing that at home, you know, right now using the Myzone as that motivation to
Yeah, well, I didn't get my MyZone until last May, so during the first lockdown, because at the beginning, it was a bit of a novelty, wasn't it? We were doing things where we were doing step. Your dad made you a step, didn't he? Because we, you know, you couldn't get them. And we were doing the step and stuff. And then it got to around
It was
May.
warm as well.
Yeah, it was warm.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
It was dead bright, light nights, dead warm, and you had loads of time to exercise.
And once it got to kind of May time, my motivation just really, really dipped. And Nick said, get a MyZone, and I was like, oh. And I did, and not really looked back since then.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly helps that consistency, that motivation, because like you said there, you could do a workout, you're like, has it been effective? Yes, you've moved, which is great, but how can you enhance that 45 minutes workout time?
Yeah.
And I think that's what you've realised now through, obviously, doing Myzone not only through spins, but through the hit steps, do you know what I mean? You know, I know we've done hit steps, and I'm like, Gemma, getting to that red, do you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I know she's swearing at me deep down.
I'm putting fingers up, you know, all sorts at the screen.
But you walk out, you know, you've literally give it everything you had, and that's you know, that's what we, you know, that kind of perfect workout, and you go home then you have your family time, and it works, and do you know what I mean? So
it was regimented, and we had set time to do everything.
Yeah.
And then obviously lockdown, COVID, kind of hit.
Yeah. And I think, you know what, I share the kind of, you know, the same feedback is that the first one was kind of a bit of a novelty, the first lockdown. We never had weather as warm consistently for that in any time at all. and the kind of that home workout boom kicked in. Then we hit November, it was like, all right, it's just a month. And then we've come to January, and it's like, and I think people really struggled for this one because of a variety of factors. I think we've had enough of the COVID, the whole experience of it as such. But it's cold, it's dark, it's wet. But
It's tough for everyone.
I think, you're still keeping consistent your workouts, and you've been doing not only our class, you've been doing the My Zone share classes on the app as well, which have been included. Talked about your home setup. I know you've changed your home setup a little bit, haven't you?
Well, we have changed the home setup, but even for us, like November, the only way we did our MEPs was wearing our belts every day, walking the dog, or decorating. And it was like, because the motivation just went. Uber Eats crept in a lot, didn't it? And we literally did the bare minimum to get by, to get our 1,300 MEPs, because we just didn't want to lose our statuses. And then just before November, we had a garden office, which was like just a nice like summer house, and you had it for like 6 years working in it, and we decided to replace it with a more permanent structure, and one side is the office and one side's a gym. So Nick had bought a spin bike in the last lockdown, but it was in the kitchen. I had a step, it was in the kitchen. So you never felt like you were leaving the same room of the house, because we did everything in the kitchen, like Owen was schooled in there, or we had like a lounge area in there. So
my work completely went at home permanently. So we was all like we were exercising, working, schooling, eating,
all in the same
place.
So we just said no, we need somewhere where we feel like we're getting our own space. So we have this more permanent structure made, which we knew we were eventually going to do at any point, didn't we? Just not COVID just brought it forward, didn't it? And we moved it, so we've got half a gym and half an office.
It's only small. It's
like the size of inside the Queen X area. So it's only small, and it's got enough space for a step, the bike, and then like the desks in the corner and weights.
I cut the shed down to fit the spin bike in like a little.
It's all purpose built.
I've literally got a recess. We cut the shed down by about a metre. So the spin bike sits, and that's exactly why I did it.
And with the My Zone classes, especially like the cardio one, Nick will be on the bike and I'll be on the step. And the same when there's a back-to-back spin and rock box on a Wednesday night ASV, I'll do rock box there and Nick will do it there, and we link our phones to the monitors. And we've got this little whiteboard up where we've got like a bit of a timetable on when the classes are, when Owen's got to do anything in there, so he feels like he's got his own space. We've got some targets on there, we've got MEPS targets on there, we've got we put a bit of a diary on there of what classes there are, and we've just put a little bit of a motivational, do this many MEPs this month. It's the first month we've done it, and we've managed it, I think. So.
You know what, and it's trying to find what works for you and what works that person, because it's not a one shot fits all. Do you know what I mean? It's like and I say to people all the time, just set short, realistic targets. I mean, people sometimes get a bit kind of something's right. I want to lose 3 stone. I want to do this X, Y, and Z. I want to. Let's break it right down, and especially during lockdown, you've literally broke it down on a week by week basis by putting your timetable there, ticking it off. You made adaptations to your workout space at home to make it work for both of you. Because you know what, you both you love exercise, but kind of different types. Do you know what I mean? And I think and that's perfect. I
try Gemma's all the time, and honestly, I think I've tried your hips a couple of times at home. I did try to do HIIT cardio the other day. And honestly, I did it for about 10 minutes. I'm like, and I just thought, I'm great on the spin, but I struggle. Kettlebells and spin, that's about it.
It's just that knowing that, even like sometimes it's like, even it's raining, it's like, I've got to go to the bottom of the garden, but if I go, it's done. And it's just like your own little space. It's like if you just go out for a walk on your own.
Of course it is.
So obviously it's not something that everyone can do, but even if you've got a spare room or an area of your kitchen that you don't always use, that you can kind of set up, just having that dedicated space, it's definitely made a difference. Because when we were in the kitchen, the step was under the sofa, and there was probably washing hanging on the bike, and it was like, I've got to move it.
We've had a bit of spin bikes out. I've had people at Christmas time. We had Christmas baubles, tinsel on them, do you know what I mean? Then someone sent me a picture with the clothes hang up on them, do you know what I mean? I was like, but, and I think with the timetable, what you've got now, and even pre-COVID, you've got such a range of classes there, what is inclusive to as many people as we
Yeah.
possibly can do. There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, hit cardio is tough.
Well,
You know,
Owen did it
again, it's great for
Yeah.
you know, you don't need any kit. You know, and it's quite. It is quite addictive, mate. He's like, yeah, right, man, whatever.
You did the
I'll
one
stick to
from,
my spin.
Owen did it. Owen was asked to do a P with Joe as part of his homeschooling, and you were like, oh, I don't really want to do it. And I said, what about some from the Marks? There's one on live, and he went, right, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Do you like the classes, Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is it quite tough to do? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But you get through it, don't you?
You can do
Yeah.
much better than me.
You prefer all the ones that have got skaters in, don't you?
Like skaters.
Yeah.
So we've come up. So talk to about ASV. Yeah, you've seen gyms before. Obviously, this is non-scripted. This is completely, you know, your feelings on ASV, because obviously the reason why we do these is that I could put all the posters out there in the world on social media. Join here, join here. Everyone's going to be doing the same come March, fingers crossed, or April. Do you know what I mean? What is it about here where you've retained your membership here for 2 years? Your whole family's pretty much here exercising. You kept doing the online. You know, what is it about ASV? What, you know, you kind of say completely.
It's you don't feel it's quite everyone's personable. So every PT that's here, like even ones that have left, like Kay and everybody,
Yeah.
you know, you're all really personable. You can message on Facebook if you want to ask something. You're all really vocal on the group that was set up during lockdown and
Yeah.
really encouraging everybody. Even if you're not doing anything, you're encouraging us to do stuff.
Yeah.
Even the main thing as well, definitely during lockdown, that made us think, no, we'll carry on afterwards, was the equipment hire and just that community aspect, going, look, you can do this, let's all do it together, rotate the equipment and just motivate each other. The things like the step challenge, remember the step challenge we did and everything? Yeah, you know, all that type of thing, you know, just keeping you going. And you'd look at your Facebook and there was always something on your timeline of somebody doing something. You were like,
It's that personal thing.
Yeah.
It's that personal thing. You felt like you remember, not just a number in a gym.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me. It's when you came in, everyone knew your name, and it's not just because you kind of. Even when I first came, it was like, all right, Nick, and it's like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
But if you go into,
yeah.
I'm not knocking any of the gym.
No.
or would you just put a
Others-
code in the door and
You
you'd
put a
know
code
no
in the
shop?
door, you go in, and you might see the odd person here and there, and you might know a person who does the class regular, but it wasn't really a personal thing. But here it seems like a community, like
Yeah.
you know, like you always say. That's what it feels like, and even the members on Facebook are always encouraging. And I don't know, it's just like a family feel. I
Yeah.
think.
It's definitely the members as well, because you get to see a few faces and just have a few chats before the classes or something, and then next thing you know, it'd be, oh, you're staying on for this, or you'd see the same people, and then you'd connect with them on My Zone and just encourage each other and like the moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
It's
really
that
different.
aspect. It's a smaller gym. It's got all the same equipment as the
Yeah.
big gyms.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just as much, and it's not as busy.
Yeah.
He's probably got as many members, but you kind of get used to it. And there's lots of people here, but they're all doing. There's so many classes on. They're all away doing stuff. And
Yeah.
There's always something you can get on, or there's always something you think, oh, do that.
Yeah.
today.
And even if you do try something new, I remember trying Lisa's Sunday morning box class, and I'm hit step, and I was doing it, and I was like, and she was looking at me, and I was like, well, I can't do that. So I started doing some jumping burpees in the middle of it, and then afterwards she come over and was like, you know, you adapted, you kept moving, you know, it was good, you know, rather than just go, all right, see you next week. It was taking that time to speak to everybody and just make sure they're all right, or if you could see that you're struggling, give you a regression.
Yeah. I think that's what the kind of feedback's been so far in these videos, and obviously we said the social media is that social support side, not only from the staff supporting the members, but the members support the staff as well, because even during lockdown they've been checking in with all the team and members saying, oh, you're all right and all that. But then, like you said there, when you're doing your classes, doing your workouts, people let on to you. And you know what, and I've always said this from being you know, saying hello means a lot. Yeah, and I think people kind of, it becomes too commercial sometimes, and you're just a number, and we try and avoid that as much as we possibly can do. And we, you know, it is that personal side, and you know what, it's like, even during the classes like that, everyone, they don't look at the people, don't look at, well, what's she doing? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're moving, you know, and it's like in the spins, you know, we've done fair few spins together, and it's like everyone's like, come on Nick, and everyone's like, come on whoever it is there,
Yeah,
and,
no,
you
it's
know,
good.
and it's that kind of good positive
Yeah.
feeling there, and obviously we've got loads of activities for the kids. Do you
Plus
know
the
what I mean?
family ones are good because someone will bring the grandkids or the kids,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, oh, look at them go, and encouraging the kids. And then the next time you see that person in a midweek class, you're asking how the kids are,
Yeah.
you know, and like, oh, they're coming this weekend.
Yeah.
And, you know, it is just that nice feel,
Yeah.
that nice feel about it.
I know when you're going to be 11 soon, mate. And we know what that means, don't you? You can start our kids gym club. Yeah, you looking forward to coming to the gym, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, using the kit. What are you looking forward to in the gym the most?
Treadmill.
The treadmill.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah. We'll get you on that channel, mate, soon. So, Team Boyle, thank you very much for your time
No
today.
worries.
All right, okay.
No, I really appreciate your efforts
yeah,
as well.
thanks everyone.
You and the team.
Even
it's
like
been,
Everything just down to like the quizzes and just chatting to people on Facebook
Yeah,
and everything.
Facebook at the moment.
Yeah, but no, yeah, and just good luck to you guys, and if we can do anything to help you, just let us know.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.
Perfect.